a great opportunity for anyone interested in construction careers, networking, or MWBE contracting in Brooklyn.
Welcome to Business Matters, a presentation of the Chamber Coalition, which comprises the New American Chamber of Commerce, the African American International Chamber of Commerce, and the Hispanic American International Chamber of Commerce. To become a chamber member, be a guest, or register for our events, go to www.nacc.nyc. That's www.nacc.nyc, or call us at 718-722-9217. That's 718-722-9217.
A very warm welcome to everyone. We are joined by a very special guest, Stephania Ponce, Economic Inclusion Manager, New York City, Gilbane Building Company. Welcome. Such a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me here today.
So today we're going to be discussing the Brownsville Construction Career and MWBE event, which is happening on Thursday, January the 30th, 2025. So can you share with us what specific opportunities will the Brownsville Construction Career and MWBE event offer residents and businesses regarding workforce development and economic growth?
Yeah, so I think generally the purpose of this event is to bring construction resources and information to the Brownsville community. The Brownsville community has high unemployment rates, high poverty rates, and we really just want to facilitate access to information. Additionally, Gilbane Building Company does have two projects in the neighborhood. We have the Brownsville Multi-Service Center and the Brownsville Arts Center and Apartments project. The Brownsville Multi-Service Center did have a similar event in 2023 where we engaged MWBE, so minority and women-owned businesses, and local residents for opportunities on the project. We were able to hire some businesses that we met through that event on the project, and that project is currently about to begin construction. And so some of our trade contractors are looking for local residents to hire on the job for apprenticeship positions. And then for the Brownsville Arts and Apartments project, that project has not gone out to bid. So we are seeking MWBEs who are interested in the project, and we want to give the opportunity to meet the project team. So both project teams will be there, and then also walk you through our pre-qualification process.
Okay, so can you share some details about the resources available at the event, such as information on trades, unions, and pre-apprenticeship programs?
Yeah, so we did ask a variety of partners to join us, and we have received several confirmations. Some of our project partners, so entities that are directly involved in the project, include the Department of Design and Construction, the Department of Human Resources Administration, New York City Housing Preservation and Development, and then the Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation, CBEDC. We also have our trade partners already hired on the first project, which is the Brownsville Multi-Service Center. And so some of our trade partners include Brickens Construction, Composite Technology and Infrastructure, Donnelly Mechanical, and Eurotech Construction, among others. And then for training, business resources, and apprenticeships, we have several entities from Canva Inc., who's actually the provider of the Dyke Community Center. So they will also be tabling the Brownsville Community Justice Center, Cypress Hills Local Development Corporation. We also have CUNY City Tech, CUNY City Tech. They have a construction program, and they have openings. We have Workforce One, the HOPE program, Bach Capital, just to name a few. And of course, the New American Chamber of Commerce is joining us.
Thank you. So what is the plan to make this event accessible and engaging for local MWBE businesses and contractors in Brownsville and the adjacent communities?
That's a great question. So we do have a registration form that's associated with the event. And that registration form does provide Gilbane and our partners with visibility on the level of experience of individuals, their interest, and it helps guide some of the follow-up that we do after. We do provide this registration form to our partners post-event, so that includes everybody who's tabling. And so our tabling partners are also able to assess who they want to target for any of their programs openings that they have. And also, in addition to us, if there are any opportunities directly associated with this project or other projects, we conduct the appropriate follow-up. So that could look like for an MWBE that performs a trade that we hire directly, that we procure directly, we will engage the MWBE and the business to ensure that they get pre-qualified with us as soon as possible. And then for individuals as well, depending on their qualifications, if there's an opening, especially on these two jobs that we have in the community, we want to connect them with the trade partners and any associated like programming that they may need in order to be job ready.
Excellent. So you mentioned before the Brownsville Multi-Service Center and the Brownsville Arts and Apartment projects. How are those two projects going to be creating job opportunities for the local workforce?
Yeah, so I mean, first off, both projects do have goals. We both have business goals and workforce goals. Both projects do have a 30% MWBE goal. And so for the multi-service center, as I mentioned, has already been fully bought out, and we're projected to exceed that goal. We're currently buying out the finishes, the finishes packages, which includes like flooring and painting. But we are projected to exceed that goal on that project. Additionally, the multi-service center does have a 30% goal, and this one is a mouthful. 30% of the hours worked on the project must be worked by individuals residing in zip codes where 15% of the residents are below the federal poverty line. So for anyone who has read the project labor agreement or has worked on a project with the project labor agreement, that's the specific language. So currently, we've only done demolition and excavation, and so based on the hours worked on that particular work, we are exceeding our goal of 30%, and we're about to begin construction, and so that's really what prompted. In addition to just hearing the community out, what prompted this event, making sure that as construction is about to begin, that we're informing the community of what the opportunities are. We also have apprenticeship goals. And again, our partners have indicated that there are apprenticeship and helper positions on the project. So we're hoping that we're able to connect individuals with the right skill set and qualifications to our trade partners. And then similarly for our other project, there is a local hiring plan that we have in place, and with the similar intention, although we don't have concrete workforce goals, we do want it to engage the community, especially like hyper local, like Brownsville community.
That takes me to my next question. Looking forward, is there an intention to foster long-term partnerships with local businesses and residents after the event, particularly concerning future construction projects in the area?
100%. So a little bit about Gilbane. I think economic inclusion goals, or MWBE, and workforce goals are typically common on projects where the client basically says you have to meet a 30%, you have to meet a 38%. But at Gilbane, we do have an economic inclusion program in-house. And what that means is that, first of all of our contracts, all of our projects, regardless if the client sets a goal, has a 25% minimum commitment, meaning we aim to achieve participation even when our client does not provide goals. And we're currently exceeding that. I think we're projected to end 2024 at 28%. And last year we ended the goal at almost 37%. And then secondly, we did make a commitment, Gilbane did make a commitment to award $4 billion to diverse businesses between 2022 and 2026. So we just finished our third year and we're already 72% underway to meeting that goal. So I think if we maintain that, we will be projected to reach those $4 billion awarded by the end of the year. And so we're always looking to partner with new businesses. Because of the nature of our company, we're a construction management company, we hire out businesses. We don't really have much control in the workforce, but we do require our trade contractors to commit to MWBE goals, and where there's opportunity, we also track workforce participation. So this event is intended to engage new individuals, particularly businesses, to work on this project and other opportunities that we have coming down the pipeline.
Amazing. So how can one get information about registering for the Brownsville Construction Career and MWBE event, which is happening on Thursday, January the 30th?
Yeah, so the flyer that's circulating does have a QR code where you can register. But the event is January 30th. That's next Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Dyke Community Center, which is located in Brownsville, Brooklyn. It's about a 10-minute walk from our Brownsville Multi-Service Center project. And then we highly recommend you register before coming to the event, but it's not a requirement, because you can register on once you get there. Yeah. And then if you do have any questions, you can reach out to me, Stephania Ponce. My email is SPONCE@Gilbane Co. That's Gilbane, GILBANECO.com. And my phone number is 332-262-1502.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Ponce, for providing us great information on this great event.
No, thank you for attending and supporting us. I think, as I mentioned, we need to make things more accessible for the Brownsville community, and this is one way to do it.
Okay, you're very welcome. Thank you again.
You are invited to the Chamber Coalition Small Business Sense Bootcamp. Join our 5-session webinar series where we provide education and business preparation for small business owners and startups. Learn the basics of business planning, how to finance your business alternatives and your credit as an asset, marketing and social media strategies, small business solutions, legal, tax, accounting, banking, and insurance, and how to do business with the government and corporations. Register at startupsbootcamp.eventbrite.com.